from NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Houston Texans.
To kick off for the Chargers.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Throwing on first down is Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let him get anywhere near it.
Anthony Lynn says now's the time. His guy's going on 4th down. They'll run for it with Eckler. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
He was brought down.
It'll be a gain of 4. And the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And it's caught. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Joe Reed hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Chargers 7. Texans nothing. Michael Badgley to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Tackle made at the 24.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Allen's pass.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? So the shotgun snap to Allen. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. Flush to his right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Buying time to his left. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
But they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Marlon Mack, his first carry of the game. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 10 more there and another first down.
That's another Texans first down.
They'll run it with Mack. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Marlon Mack, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Kosher is set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll take us to the end of the first quarter. These two teams all tied after one.
7-7.
Second and 9. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right out of and right up the middle. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On the option, here's Herbert. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now, there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And that's into the hands of Eckler. It'll be a gain of 9, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He'll get that complete to Reed. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down. Two minutes gone by, second quarter. Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, Herbert. Throw complete to Herndon. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And the Chargers are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Joe Reed, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Keenan Allen, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off near the 44. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
The ball carrier.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
The wide receiver.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. From the gun, it's Allen. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
He was brought down by Drew Tranquill. A gain of 5 8 yards. Brings up 3rd and goal.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. From the 5, 3rd and goal. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. He'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
4th and goal.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is right there. It's good. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Matt Bosher is set to kick.
So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Once more, here's Eckler. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Well, they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 37-yard line.
Play action. It's Herbert. Open man is Reed. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And some room to work. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Mike Williams there to make the grab. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it's in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the third time. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Matt Judon able to record his 5th sack of the season. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Chargers 28, Texans 10.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And now a fumble. The ball's out and picked up by the Chargers. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Herbert, he's got Herndon, his tight end. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
It's a game.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
From the gun, Herbert flushed out right. He's going to take off with it, and he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that could be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Allen's got it over the middle. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 1st down, and they stick with Eckler. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And his throw here is going to be incomplete. Joe Reed, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Badgley on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Chargers 35, Texans 10.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they...
Allen now on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
49, guys. Mike.
Operating from the gun. Allen. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. Throwing is Allen on third. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Hey, check 24. Check 24. Middle. 56. Mike, 56.
One final try here for Allen. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now Allen again. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And now it's second down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First and 10 at the 20.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Allen to throw once more. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Dallas Goedert, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans get a bit closer.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Joe Reed returning. Oh, good move. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this fourth quarter. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry, and he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
16 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They're going to pass here with Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. Going deep here for Allen. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. It's a big one there for the Chargers. And even 40 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Again, Herbert. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Throw left side is complete to Reed. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Joe Reed. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Hunter Henry, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Chargers 42, Texans 17. Michael Badgley to kick.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Today's final score.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Chargers, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Texans, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll have a quick turnaround as they're back in action Thursday afternoon at around 3:30 Eastern for the traditional Thanksgiving Day game in Dallas. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.